Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Sandy. Today we are going to start looking at the foundation of this extension. We need to take, I think it's about 3 courses of block up high, double skin around this concrete footing that's already been put in. But the first thing I've got to do is tidy it up. It's been sitting for a while, there's been a lot of building work happening around it. So I need to get it all scraped out, cleaned out, and try and brush this water down the back of this bit of footing so it'll run away. There's a drain down here. So that'll be the first step. See, our new foundation here is right in the corner of the old building, and what you find with these old buildings, these are actually this is the foundation of that building. These big, put these wider stones at the bottom and then build up off them. And, you know, there's no such thing as concrete footings underneath these buildings. So what we did is we dug down as safe as we could and then slush the concrete right under, and then we've got a couple of pins under there as well into the bigger stones just to kind of hold that, tie it together the best we can. Then we'll bring our block work up into here and try our best. There's not a lot to tie on to. We'll put a small section of starter kit on, probably just above these stones at the bottom, and because it's double block, double skin and a cavity infill, so it'll be a solid piece of masonry coming out. Tie all that together, it'll help that corner a wee bit, I'm sure. But yeah, always tricky details. The wind ruined a wee clip I had set up explaining this laser I was using. So what it is I'm using here is a stabila LA180. It's a great wee laser. It shoots out in 2 different directions, and it does the level, but it gives you a 90 degree, which makes life so much easier for layout. So that's given me a parallel line, or as close to a parallel line, off the wall, and then it shoots also this way. See, you've got my pencil line there. What's good is it's also height. It's not just, I can lift it up and down, so if your ground's not even, it gives you a lot to work off. So that's given me a 90 there, fairly paralleled off the building. So what I'll do now is move that onto this point, line it back up on that mark, and then hopefully it'll shoot a nice 90 into here. And then that, I know, well, I'll probably double check. I'll probably put a couple of blocks out and just check the square of this box. Always good to verify, but nah, great piece of kit. Great. Difference in the floors between this doorway and this kitchen, and surprisingly not too bad. Probably live with that. Okay, so we've set up the laser on the level line now. And what we're going to do is just take the height from here in the middle of this kitchen doorway, and then we check that, use that as our gauge for everything else. So let's set up there. So the height's pretty consistent along here. Boys did a good job keeping it nice and flat. It's approximately 600mm from the footing to the height we're after, and what that, because a block in the course is about 225, that leaves us with a 150. So I think the plan had been to put a block on flat, 6-inch block on flat along here first, and then 2 courses to run it in, because they stepped it up here because I think there was a massive rock under here, if I remember right. I think it was solid, so it's the same. What they did is the footing goes round wide, but they kind of built it up a wee bit as well. So there's tons of concrete in there. I've just got a mix on, and I'll just lay these blocks on the line either end just as I guide. This pink string line as I guide. I've got a mark here of where the bond should break, so I'll start right on that cross, work that way, and then I'll take these two ends away at the very end and just bead them through, which will then bring me up onto this level. For the power that goes out to the chalet. Now I need to do another course beside it because it's a wider wall than kind of standard timber kit wall. They're both coming up. It's coming up nicely on top of the step, so I'll run that in next. Then I'll form this corner, form that corner, run them in, run that in, and then come out that corner. Hi guys, made a bit of a boo-boo. I had a time-lapse set up at the door there, and I must have double-clicked the record button because it only recorded a split second, which is pretty annoying. So I've got this inner skin here, run in to the corner, that corner formed, got that run through, got the outside corner, I've got that outside corner, and then I've got that single block over there, just get a string line on. The brickies, I'm sure I'm going to get a bit of hate off the brickies on this one. I only do this like once a year, block work. Don't enjoy it. And it never seems to be dry when I do it. So it takes me a bit longer. Joints aren't as clean as they could be, but everything is level and square and plumb. That's the main thing. I've had all beads and lasers. I'm probably lasering more than I need to be, but when you only do it once, it's not a big deal. Same as everything, you do it more often, you're quicker at it, you know what you can get away with and what you can tidy up later on. But for me, it's a wee bit longer and slower, but as long as it stands, that's the main thing. I'm just going to run this one in now, this outer skin, and then I'm going to get the layout. There's a doorway going in over here, tight to the corner. There's also going to be one here, but I won't get this in today because I need to get this inside leaf in, but I'm going to figure out where that doorway goes because there's some blocking flat to go there for the doorway. Back next week. I'm off for a bit of a long weekend, so when I come back I've bailed a lot of this out, so I'm going to see how much stays out. Block on flat up there, 2 courses run through, 2 doorway cutouts, and cavity fill. The cavity fill will have to be done first, but the doorways are right enough. So cavity fill, doorway, block on flat, job done. And then we can get it levelled out, get some type 1 in there, And then we've got our glass foam insulation, which is interesting, never used before, so I'll show you all that next part of the video. Cheers for now.